What were we going to say, John? I want to make sure we caught it on film.
I mean, it wasn't a joke. I was just going to say the people who made masks got an official license to make an Avatar The Last Airbender RPG.
I don't know if that's good or not. I've never seen Avatar. Wait, which Avatar?
The Last Airbender. Well, I guess it's both. It says Avatar Legends, and it has a picture of Aang and Katara. So I guess it's just the world setting.
When you said both, I thought you also meant the other Avatar.
You mean the blue people?
Yes.
I want to play as a Na'vi Airbender. Let's go!
Who's to say that they did not evolve into those creatures?
Hey, listen.
No,
yes, Na'vi?
Oh, God. I have
Top of the line
I have a
jokes.
lot of questions now in this weird lore you've created. Are the Benders the aliens? Or are the people the Benders? And when they hijack their souls into these other bodies, do they transfer bending to them because it's part of their soul? Or I'm very confused.
In this world, all the Benders evolved into
Neytiris? What are they called again? The blue people. What are they called again? Not Neytiri, that was a specific one. Blumangis.
Oh, it starts with an N, right?
Na'vi. Oh, they are Na'vi. I said it earlier. I'm a fucking dumbass.
I wasn't sure if it was correct.
Shows you how much I know. Shows you how much I know about this world.
I don't know much. I watched the movie when it first came out, so 10 years ago, was it? I don't know.
It's probably been longer. I don't know.
Man, I was so ready to die. What happened?
Oh god, you want to jump into it that quick?
No. Yes.
Well, we're not in danger anymore.
I'll be in
Quotation
danger right now. Let
marks.
me stab myself a few times.
Quote end quote.
Obviously, I would never do that.
Wait, you would never invoke violence?
Actually, no. Let Anya throw bombs at you. Easy.
You'll be okay. Like Assad has gone in a few blasts in the face, and he's okay. He's all right. He's never been better.
Help!
He used to say some of those blasts didn't bring back his memory.
I mean, those blasts did technically help bring back his memory because they did help clearing
Concussive blast, the future reason of why Assad re-loses his memory. But yeah, okay, if everyone is ready, we can just go ahead and jump right into it, because, I mean, I don't think there's much left to do here. It really depends on where we're gonna go, what y'all want to do.
Well, we still have to check the basement and
Well, didn't
loot
we
this
just get
place
a
of all of
weird
its shit.
vision thing after the...
Oh no, yeah. Okay, so
yeah,
let's
that's
just-
why I didn't gain... I should have 10 more hit points on the way, but we did the thing.
Oh no, yeah. I think you did one round of celestial healing on everyone, if I'm correct.
Yeah, and then I cast it again on people who needed it, and then we coup de grace the guy. So it should be up, but I don't know how many rounds have elapsed.
By the way, fun fact, talking about coup de grace,
Excuse me, they're pronounced coup de gracies?
Nah, you really hurt.
Speaking about those, I just finished wrapping up watching the Glass Cannon finish their Asylum route. They finished that a long time ago, but I finally caught up to their sessions, whatever.
Yo, how many episodes was that?
They did a marathon, so they recorded like 4 hours.
Oh, jeez.
So, they're finally at the beginning of Threshmore, so, but, they're
going pretty fast, they're gonna catch up to us.
No, they just started, but they're doing, that's because they did, the first time they did 3 recordings, 3 hours each, and in these last ones, I think they did 2 episodes, 2 hours, about the same 3 hours each, I think. But no, I like how they ended up doing the same thing y'all did, where y'all knocked, they knocked, Laos, no, not Laos, what's it say?
No, the Mad Poet? No,
yeah,
not
what's the name of the crazy guy?
The man in yellow.
Zandalis. Or how Troy like to say, Zandalus. I don't know what's the proper way to say it.
Well, it's spelled Zandalus. That's why he says it like that.
Okay, I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure, because I tend to like put names in like those text to speech read things just to make sure if I can get a general idea. And I swear I thought it said Zendalis. I could be totally mistaken.
It's probably saying it probably is Zendalis, but like when you say it, it sounds like Zendalis.
Mhm.
So when it comes to that, I'm pretty sure you're saying it more accurately, the second half of the word. But he says the first half of the word accurately. So technically, y'all are both half wrong.
Actually, most of the letters are silent and it's pronounced Dale.
I have now had canoning him as Dale Gribble. There's nothing you can do about it. So you never thought you'd make it this far, huh?
What kind of Dale Gribble was that?
It's not a good one. I didn't say I was a good impressionist. Thank you very much, ma'am.
But I like how they got to basically the same, not the same scenario, but they got to the point where, you know, they knocked Zendalis down and he was dying, and according to the book is that the tattered man doesn't appear until Zendalis dies. Okay, everything should be good. Everyone hears Dungeon Master.
Yes, I can hear you.
Did
thought
I
you
hear
said
right? Did I hear everyone
here
hears
is
the Dungeon Master?
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So much power.
Okay, I switched to a better connection for my Wi-Fi, so that should hopefully fix it. I did not mean to do that.
Were you connected to your phone?
No, I have, because my router is pretty far away in the living room, so I got an extender, and I have that close to my room, but I was still connected to my actual router, so I just connected to my extender right now. Hopefully this fixes the issue. Okay, let's go back. What was the last thing that happened? Everyone got already healed, right? Or there's been at least 2 casting of celestial healing. So
Yeah, and I drank Cure Series and Cure Mod. I
drank an
think.
entire Gatorade.
Are we resolving the second one entirely? It takes a minute to get all 10 hit points.
oh wait, I haven't done the intro yet. Let me do the intro really quick before we actually get started. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Infinite Adventures podcast. Hope everyone's doing great. Just had a weird cutoff, which is why I'm a little bit confused on where we're at. But that's okay. We're all good. We can get back to the game. Everyone was healing up, if I'm correct. We'll go ahead and knock out the second one, I guess. I guess you can do that. Could have been the last thing you did. You popped someone before actually doing your mime probing. Oh, before doing the coup de grace.
Wait, so does everybody get 10 hit points again, or no?
Yes.
Okay, so we're treating it as if we waited the minute.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, y'all are checking on Mun construct long. I would say y'all are checking on him long enough for the minute to have passed and have another round of casting.
I think the Monsters is another property.
I said
The
Munstruct.
fake Neon Mun.
The Monstruct. Okay. Does that count as your pun for the episode?
Yeah, I'll own up to it, but I can say it more than once, right? No, I'm just kidding. Only when it's.
I think if
appropriate.
you're referring to things that would be considered Monstructs, I think we can use that.
Yeah, get your last few ins because I don't think we'll be seeing another Mun anytime soon. Hopefully.
I don't know. We're still looking for one.
Okay, so everyone add up their 10 hit points as we get to the introduction stuff. So last time we went ahead and finished off the battle between the Darrows, I think they're called Darrows, which are a race that live deep down in the Darklands, kind of cousins, I guess, of Sniffdevlins, only because they kind of live in the same area. And also we put an end to one of Mun's constructs, a little clone of his. Before that specific action was done, I think Zal went ahead and read, or not read. You cast psychic significance, right?
Yeah, detect psychic significance.
Yeah, I kind of played around with this spell because it shouldn't have kind of worked the way I made it out to work, but basically I kind of let Zal kind of probe deeper into the mind of this Mun construct, and once again you heard that echoing deep dark voice just echo back to you what you first heard when you read his mind, being hungry, wanting to bring decay. He hungers for decay, which was quickly muted by a more soothing voice of a female telling you that its tendrils are here, you must rid of it. Tell them, the ones you traveled with, to rid the blot, to get rid his presence. And then that happened. You shared a little bit of that, and then y'all made the unanimous decision to then put an end to this construct by doing a coup de grace. Assad went ahead, decided to take it upon himself to do it, and upon removing his head from his shoulder, everyone here was kind of overcome with like a really dark presence, a dark energy bursting out of his body. Not something you can actually see or anything, but just something ominous just flew out into the room. And Nestle and Assad were the ones who were more affected by this, I guess. They kind of lost their concentration, being drawn into a different world. You saw an image of a dark black mass of something crawling out from what looked to be like a swamp. Something that couldn't keep its form. It didn't have either the power or the strength to fully solidify it, I guess. It started ripping things from around its surroundings, gathering dead leaves, broken branches, moss, mushrooms, fungus, stuff like that, to kind of give itself more of a physical form. But every attempt it did to rise from the water, it just kind of melted down, just fell onto itself. And before it can even reach you, it does reach out its tendrils to you to try to you're not even sure what it was trying to do to you. It was just reaching out to you, both Assad and Nestle. You were just quickly snapped back with the same voice that Zal heard, and the same voice you've been hearing, starting all the way back from the asylum, of just rid the blot, rid of it. And then that's where we ended. There is one thing I did kind of skip over, mostly because we were getting to this point of interacting with Mun and stuff like that. But Nestle did do a perception check as he was searching the bodies, and if I'm correct, you rolled a 30 or above a 30 at least. 32.
Hold on. Yes.
32. Okay. So one thing you do notice, Nestle, as you're looking around and stuff like that, mostly because Anya is around your area, so the light actually really helped you see this. If there's no light source here at all, you have never seen this at all. Even with this light source, you're not even sure how you caught this, but I guess you just saw something sparkling in an odd place. But up against the back wall here, you see that there is particles of dust just hanging in midair, not moving. Like they're sitting on something, but you don't see anything there.
Oh, you've paused in time, boy. You've been
Or
thinking too fast.
and you see like
I am speed.
and you see like multiple lines of like dust just hanging in midair. You see one like line of dust hanging in midair, then just like a foot above that you see like another line of dust just hanging in midair.
Alright, I'm going to tell the rest of them, hey, I see something over here.
Can we interpret him in real time, or is he
Yes.
doing a thing? Okay.
There's no time manipulation that's happening here.
What do you see?
You see,
Nestle?
yeah, you see dust all over the place, flying in all directions, traveling at a normal speed, but yet you see just random dust clumps just hanging in midair.
There's something here.
Perhaps someone invisible?
Yeah, perhaps. Nestle kind of just grabs at the dust clumps. Or
As you reach out to grab it, your hand actually like grips a bar.
is it like, oh, it's the bar is invisible or whatever?
Yeah, you don't see anything, but you feel like your hand has grabbed like what feels to be like a bar.
You said it was a line of dust and then a bit above another line of dust?
Yeah.
Is it a ladder?
I mean, it could be.
An invisible ladder?
And just when we thought we were done.
Nestle kind of pulls, like, kind of sees if it can make noise.
We're going back to the end. We'll come back later.
You know, maybe we should make sure everything is clear before we go up there. I'm not sure. Obviously, they whatever is up there probably thinks that we don't know yet. So
Since Anya and Assad were the ones by Mun's body, did y'all do anything over there, or did y'all walk over to Nestle as soon as he says something?
No, I'm gonna walk over.
I mean, Anya already has a sample of one of these things, and that sample is, not contaminated by the decay.
Yeah, this is gonna be a situation like in you just, it's gonna come back to life and try to kill us. I guarantee it. I'm predicting that now. I'm not gonna stop him. I'm just saying it's gonna come back to life and try to murder us in our sleep or some shit like that.
what is?
The skin that Donovan is bringing with him.
Ew. Wait, he's bringing skin from the whatever.
Yes, from the monster. From
one of the ones downstairs.
Sorry, I can't be consistent with my own stupid
Which
terminology.
From one of the first Munstructs that we fought. She has a 1-inch sample.
Oh, gross.
Okay, I just want to make sure we did already take care of the other bodies, right?
Well, this guy's more of just tied up.
Okay, so this one's tied up, and you've went through his body and looted him. This one, if I remember correctly, she's completely dead, and you've already gone through
Very
her
dead.
stuff.
Very dead. Anya crushed her head with a mace.
Okay, I remember now. Okay, and you already found the stuff on her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, what's next?
Anya's just, maybe we should check the place first. Maybe give me
that's
some time to make some fireworks.
I like this idea. I like this idea. Let's check this place out first.
Yeah, maybe give me some time to make some fireworks so that we have something other than just my mace for me to use.
Okay. All right. We are going to. I guess we're just gonna loot for most of this part. Should we check? Should we check the basement as well?
Probably.
All right. Basement first, and then whatever that is, or no, or what? What do you want? How you want to do this?
Did we already check if the Monstruct had anything of note on them?
I don't know. I presumed we did. I guess maybe we didn't. David, did we?
No, that's what I was asking.
Oh, okay.
For me, I'm never gonna let y'all have stuff, and
oh no,
unless we explicitly say we're searching.
Yes.
Yeah, we're searching him too.
Yeah, so I was walking back to search once we decide that, hey, maybe we should make sure that we grabbed everything before we go through the invisible ladder.
Yeah,
and also check the basement as well, just in case. Yeah.
Anya's going to search the various places that we've been so far for things that could be useful for alchemy.
Okay,
Go
so
floor by floor.
Okay, so my understanding is if you want to do that, then we have to go floor by floor doing perception checks.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
sounds
start on
right.
this one.
Okay, so we're starting with this floor first, right? Just want to make sure. Okay, then whoever wants to search the room, give me a perception check. Whoever wants to roll for Mun's body, give me a perception check as well. 2 separate checks.
I did Mun's body.
A nat 20 for searching one's body. It's a 21, so it's worse than Nestle's roll.
I was just so surprised when you rolled a natural.
Justin, can I ask you a question? I understood the big eye note, but what does the morphing jar note mean?
Are we discarding our hands and fields, or what does morphing jar do? Hasn't that been banned for a long time?
Oh yeah, it has.
Morphing jar returns all the cards to your hand.
Oh yeah,
it just makes you discard all your cards in your hand, and then draw that many cards back.
My bad. I meant to say morphing jar too.
No, regular morphing jar isn't draw that many. It's each draws 5. So
discard your hand, draw 5. Yeah.
For the lower cards, do
morphing
not
jar
upgrade it to a cyber
2
jar.
is the one that goes back into your deck and puts all of the monsters back in your deck, and then just kind of lets you draw and play monsters until you've got the same amount.
I'm not 100% sure. I might have to double check this, but I like the fact that as soon as we have started book 4, I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think about every episode we find a way to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh in it.
Man, I haven't even played Yu-Gi-Oh this week, and yet
It's Justin's fault.
This time it is.
Me and John have both been playing Legacy of the
anything,
Duelist
okay?
for a while now.
No one had to say anything. You could have just let it be.
You can't just say things like that and not expect people to mention them.
You put it in the notes for your perception check. What did you think would happen?
Everybody would figure out that it didn't say big eye, or would glance over it.
No, you see, your problem there is that I rolled a nat 20 on my perception check.
Oh, well, therefore you know it's there. Alright.
Okay, so
Bring it back to the game.
The actual game.
Okay, in this room there is nothing that stands out to y'all, and just in the room itself, it seems like most of the important stuff was on the bodies of these people. So I don't have roll 20 up at the moment. Who are the ones that are doing Mun's body?
Me and Zhao.
So as you are looking through his body, you see that he has like a few potions on his person, and you see that he in his pocket he has a note that seems to be crumpled up.
I guess I'll give Zhao the note to read.
Sure.
And then I will identify what these potions are.
Okay, there are 2 potions.
Hold on, let me write these down. You just said that there were 2 potions, and then there were
2 potions and a note.
And the notes. Okay. Do I need to roll the check?
Yeah. If you don't have spell, you would need to do alchemy, craft alchemy.
All right, 24 and 30.
Okay, I'll let you have it with 30, of course. There's 2 potions of Cure Serious. Zal, you read the letter?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so you open up the letter, or the note. It's been crumpled up, and you've seen that some of the writing itself has been smudged to the point that it's not legible anymore. I think that's the right term, right? But there is a few parts you do make out of it. One small little passage on it, majority of it has already been like smudged away, except for a few lines that says, "Afterwards, equipped an Okino, meet with biting lash, a ship has been arranged."
Can you repeat that?
It says, "Afterward, equip an Okino, meet with biting lash, a ship has been arranged." And then right under that, you see another passage has been like completely smudged away, except for one line that says, "Swivel heads in the right direction to delve deeper."
Okay, I am not smart enough for this shit. Hold on.
I would need to read this to be able to figure things out.
Alright, so this is what I was able to cut. I don't have the best ability to catch words with my ears. ADHD and all that.
Try using a butterfly net next time.
I'll read it out one more time.
One second.
Afterward, equip an Okino.
Okino. Okay.
Okino.
Okino.
Okeno.
Oh, okay.
Okino. Then it says meat with biting lash.
Is it
Meat or
neat or meat?
M-E-E-T. Meat with biting lash. And then a ship has been arranged. Okay, that's in the first few passage.
But is that afterword, not afterward?
Yeah, afterward.
Okay, so afterward is in the thing at the end of a book.
No. Afterward.
Okay.
Afterward. Okay. And then and then on another passage, the only readable part of it says, swivel heads in the right direction to delve.
Okay, we should probably keep these written down somewhere.
Well, one more time. What'd you say?
Aeon or Ion?
Swivel heads in the right direction to delve deeper.
Yeah, that one I got right.
Okino or an Okino?
Okay, so you can give me a knowledge loco check.
No, David.
Yes.
In Okino or an Okino?
Equip in Okino.
Guys, big brain time. I went to Google Translate and typed in Okino in Japanese to English, and it means of the tub. I don't think this means what I think it means.
I think that's metagaming.
It's not
metagaming.
metagaming.
It's
Like
useful
Google
metagaming.
Translate.
Viv, you can give me a knowledge loco or knowledge geography. I don't know what the difference between the bonuses are. You can just give me a random knowledge check for me.
My local's better than geography. My monster identifying checks are better than my non-monster identifying checks because I only have so many skill points.
Because I will say it would have been a higher knowledge local, but I'll give you 2 to 25.
29, yeah.
20.
29.
Oh,
I
29?
rolled inspiration.
Damn, nat
it's
1,
okay.
41.
Nat 1. A nat 1.
Okay,
So I
Zal?
hate you because you're just like, I wouldn't know what this is. But actually, I know everything about it.
Okay, Zal is a little bit confused. He doesn't know if the passage is saying something about a tub or if it's about the city named Okino.
Do they sell
Nesso,
bathtubs there?
No.
Yeah, it's Tub City.
Probably, I don't know. Nesso, you do know Okino as well as a city closer to the oh god. So I'm gonna see, do I still have this map available? Oh yeah, here it goes. So I'm gonna move y'all in here really quick so I can kind of give you an idea of where Okino is.
Oh, this is the Earth. Oh shit, I don't recognize any of these places. Oh fuck! My
Oh
brain
my
for a
God.
second forgot we were playing a fantasy game.
It's a giant Ethan Baylor.
I was like, huh? It's like Earth.
Okay, so Okino, and both you and Nessa and Zald know this, is it's a very, very sketchy city. Its whole business is trading in slaves. And it's run, and the city is mostly ran by, I forgot the name of these creatures. The hyena people.
No,
I forgot their names.
Gnolls.
Gnolls. They are run. The whole city is run mostly by gnolls. There's still other races there, but that's like the predominant race is gnolls, and they're usually the ones who own most of the businesses there. But Okino is actually right down here in this little island. So you have Kadir right here, Kathir, which is a city you have heard before here. Just keep going straight down, and right here, tucked right between Katapesh and Kadir, is Okino.
Oh, I see it.
I'm trying to figure out where we are right now.
Okay, zoom all the way out, Justin. Look all the way east.
No. I said where we are.
Yeah.
We are currently in Taldor, in a city called Casimir. So we are actually right here on the opening of the river, of the sailing river.
All right.
Are we gonna get on another boat?
We can always walk it down this land here, and then
Pirates?
inevitably have to go down a boat.
So again, there's something about So according to the letter, you can kind of piece it together. It says afterwards, equip in Okino. So you can kind of piece together that they might be heading to the city. Something about a boat being arranged. So either a boat being arranged to go to Okino or to travel, or a boat has been arranged in Okino to go somewhere else. You're not sure. But that's all you know. And then there's this like random passage talking about swiveling heads in the right direction. Again, you don't have the whole story yet, but maybe as you continue looking around, you might get a better understanding of what all this writing has to say.
Maybe if we check, have we checked?
Oh yeah, and there's something about meeting Biting Lash, which just by knowing Okino, like I said, it's ran by Knowles.
That's a Knoll.
You can probably surmise maybe he's talking about a Knoll called Biting Lash, or just someone that's called Biting Lash. But so there is a person that has the name attached to them being Biting Lash that they're looking for. Okay, but that's basically what you find in the attic. Can you call this an attic if there's like something else above that?
Attic 2.
Yeah, it's the first floor attic.
First floor attic.
Okay, so then where are we going now? We're going back downstairs, right?
Yep, downstairs.
Yeah, we saw an invisible ladder and we got scared. So
we'll be back.
That's
so
the
we're
story
going to
of everyone's
live
life.
with
We'll be back for you.
aunt and uncle in Bel Air.
I heard the last part. Were you just speaking of Fresh?
The guy that's tied up
just
maybe
is dead, right or no?
No, he's not dead.
He's currently unconscious, tied up. I mean, it's gonna be a while for him to wake up. It's gonna take a day or two for him to wake up. He's below health. He's below.
Oh, so he's
0.
comatose.
No, he's below 0. So, yeah, he's unconscious. He's below 0. Unless y'all heal him, he's not getting up. I think it takes 1 day to heal to go to 0. I think it takes 1 more day of rest to naturally heal up above that. So he should be up for 2 days. Whoever's doing perceptions here, go ahead and give me a quick rolls.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
I don't know, the thing you use to look for things?
Well, Anya's distracted.
I love Saul's terrible perception. Anya's natural 1 is better than Saul's natural 11.
Good luck looking for shit, guys.
6, 30 for Nestle. I guess Nestle's the one that finds most of the stuff.
I didn't move.
Okay, so...
I can't see shit.
Oh, I rolled a 30 this time, yeah? Oh, I did roll a 30 upstairs.
Okay, so Anya, you're primarily concerned with the stuff on the tables, right? Just the different chemicals he has laying around, correct?
Yeah.
Give me a craft alchemy.
44.
Okay, I'll work with all of this then. So, as you're looking around in this room, like I think I mentioned the first time, this is basically his lab. This is where he does all his experiment work. The whole room is filled with different types of contraptions used for different types of experimenting, or just for the use of creating different alchemical items, stuff like that. Nestle, what catches your eye the most is you don't know how you missed it. Maybe because you were in the midst of a battle. That no one here noticed it at all. But on the back wall, back here, you see that almost like in an artistic display, kind of, you see a head of a creature that you don't think you've ever seen before. It has like an insect-like head, and it's mounted on the top, on this side of the wall. From there, you see that its spine hangs out from its head, kind of like just nicely like placed in there to make it seem like it's like posing or something.
I swear to God, if this is a dromite, I'm going to kill you.
You also see that attached to the spine is one wing stretched out completely, just pinned to the wall. So you see the whole head of this creature, of this insect-like creature, with its spine sticking out from the bottom of its head, kind of just like just put onto the wall in a form like it's kind of like posing or something, with its wing spread out. Let me actually quickly look up the knowledge check you would need to figure out what this thing is.
Zala. Wait, what is this?
Hold on, let me plumb the depths of my memory as I wait for the GM.
I look at it. Nestle, that's a bug.
Yes.
Oh
typical
god,
Zala, thank you.
I am completely like confused here. I didn't know it was this kind of check. It's a nature check.
51.
I don't need a roll for this.
Zal, as you see this, your heart kind of drops for a minute because you've only read about these in books. You've never met anyone who has ever seen these creatures ever. Mostly everything you've gotten your knowledge from in this is just textbooks or just like reading maybe some a professor's thesis on these types of creatures, because very little is known about these or where they even come from. But you do know, and they are somehow connected to the Dark Tapestry, which is where all this, like for player knowledge, it's where all this really Cthulhu mythos comes from. This creature is known as a Migo or a Migo.
Oh,
Don,
fuck.
Don, what's your expertise? Proper pronunciation.
Migo, they are very good at surgery.
Are they also very good at being friends?
No.
Oh, then why are they called that?
And I have no idea why they're called that. They're also known as the fungi from Yugoth.
Maybe the real friendship was the surgery we got all the way around.
You can play Migos in the Elder Things deck in Smash Up, so that's where I know them from.
And they're not actually insects, they're fungus.
Migos are also an American hip-hop trio.
On here, they're described mostly as insectoid-like creatures with, okay, they say here they have like a bulbous fungoid lump for a head with insect-like wings and claws. So I guess I misread the head part. But other than that, again, very little is known about these. From what you've known, from what you remember reading and stuff like that, it is theorized that these creatures are extremely intelligent. You don't know where they come from or where they first originated from, but these creatures are very, very old. They don't have a date of when they were first like found or anything like that. There's like stories have been passed on. There's stories about them going way past, like close to the creation of Galarian itself. So you're not even sure if they predate Galarian itself. You know, they could have existed way before Galarian did. But yeah, you know, this is something you only see once in a lifetime.
Yes, this could be older than the Cyclops kingdoms. Holy shit!
That old.
What is this?
It's called a Migo. We might be like one of maybe a dozen people to ever seen one alive or dead.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a knowledge nature to see if I recognize that word.
It's a kind of sentient fungus.
Wait, but I'm looking at bug wings here.
I think knowledge nature. I like Anya, you may have like heard a name like that before, but you don't really know anything about these things.
I've heard it mentioned once or twice at the society, but no, everyone's sure that they don't actually exist.
As she comes over and just sees that and is just...
But yeah, but again, the Dark Tapestry, I will mention again, that stuff is what it's basically what connects this creature to the old gods or the old ones, which is, you know, what many think are the original quote unquote gods that existed before, I think it was Pharasma created Galarian. They were the first ones that existed in the darkness that was before Galarian, and the light that Pharasma created to create Galarian is what pushed them away. And you know that these things are kind of connected to that world. But okay, Anya, one thing you do see as you're looking around through some of these jars, you notice that and these jars range from crazy sizes. You have some that are as small as like a little throwing vial you can use for splash weapons, to some that take up the whole table, almost the size of like half your body. In some of those bigger ones, almost kind of like grouped up together, like in one little corner, you see what looks to be a torso of an old man. Right next to it, you also see other jars containing parts of its skin, just in different types of jars. Also, bones from the pieces of body you don't see on the torso. So you see just jars with his like his hand bones just separated into different jars, his arm, all his legs, all the bones in the leg just separated in jars, cut up into pieces, kind of like in one little corner. You know that this whole section here contains all the body parts of this one guy, just sitting in the very back.
Okay, does this person look anything like Mun?
No, there's no head, so you don't know.
Is it formaldehyde?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, you see, just somewhere near that, you also see the torso of a ghoul and the head of a ghoul, also just suspending in a jar of the same liquid.
Is it still alive?
It is not.
Is it still undead?
It is. The undead creature is dead.
The undead creature has been made to be re-dead.
It's a re-dead now. Quick, run!
And this is something everyone else sees, mostly because something you kind of all see this from just your peripheral, but at the center of this of the table here, in the center table, right in the center of that, you see a pretty large jar, not just a little bit bigger than 2 gallons. You see a massive skin that is just kind of like floating around, and on it, and this is the only one that's labeled, it says number 61, and that's the one that and surrounding it, you see just a bunch of paperwork.
Start going through that paperwork.
Yeah, I kind of want to start going through the paperwork.
The table is instantly surrounded like nerds, as if piranhas devouring a cow.
I feel like the dad here who just like has kids who are like really interested in science, and I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. I'm just gonna sit over here and look at the gift shop.
Hey Assad, go look over in that corner. There's a dead guy.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm gonna just sit over here.
Assad, looking at the gift shop,
books?
comes home with Amigo head.
These are the pictures.
Sweetie, how much did you spend on that Meagle head? It was on sale. Okay, so as all of y'all are rifling through this paperwork, fighting over the information, roll for initiative to see who gets the most paperwork.
Sure.
Okay, so it's a combination of different types of experimental stuff Man has been working on, but
why are we rolling initiative? Did I just zone out here for a second?
No, you're good. You're good.
We're seeing who can grab the most paperwork to look at.
Oh, okay. Is that what we're doing?
We're going into combat. This is how nerds fight. Okay.
Oh my god.
Nerd
please do not.
fight.
Please, no. I don't need to go. I don't need this. No.
So okay. One of the things that does catch your eyes between all three of y'all is that you start reading the most recent works that Mun has been working on, and you've seen that he has been working on this for months, and it's almost about a year, if not a little bit more than that. And you see that he's writing down like different types of experiments to create a type of skin that can be kind of like molded over, or kind of like, I don't know if plaster will be the right word for that.
He wants to invent plastic surgery.
Okay, I guess you could kind of say that. He writes down that he has been working alongside the Darrows to create a synthetic or synthetic skins for them, so that they are able to be out during the day.
That's sweet of him.
You know, Darrows are known, one of their primary weaknesses, because they've lived in the Darklands where there's no sunlight, is that they are extremely vulnerable to sunlight. They will start dying in the presence of sunlight. And you saw that he was trying to figure out a way to create this fake skin for them, this artificial skin that they can use so they are protected from the sunlight. And I know you say that it's sweet, John, but you know that they've been working alongside together. So he is doing the experiments, and the Darrows are bringing bodies for him to experiment on.
So this Munscreen he's working on.
Thank you, John. Thank you. I wasn't allowed to say it out loud because of our rules from last week.
This still doesn't count. So yeah, he says, and he has like times, and you know, everything's time stamped with, you know, moments of like he thought he created something, he tested out, doesn't work. Multiple, you know, on there's supposed to be there is a date on there for today, that he was gonna have another meeting with one of the Darrow's leaders, to test out a new skin he's formed, hoping that this one will work. So you kind of can connect that the skin that was up in the attic is what he was gonna use to test to see if he successfully created this fake skin for them. But okay, so as you are reading this, all three of you are kind of caught off guard here, as the jar in the middle starts, like the thing inside of it starts to spin, and then out of nowhere an eye kind of melts out of the skin, kind of just like pops out as it starts looking directly at Zal. And then you see this eye just look up and then looks back down at you.
Ah.
And it's kind of, and then, you know, this mass starts kind of like spinning around itself, kind of, and, you know, covering the eye, and then the eye pops back out. But yeah, it just looks at you, and it doesn't, like, in small intervals. It looks at you for a few seconds, and then it just looks up, and then looks at you again, and it just looks up.
You know, this idea is not bad. It's just, oh wow, that was not moving when we got over here, was it?
What is it? What's going on?
There's an eye.
Yeah?
Aye.
Yes, what about the eye?
It's looking.
I thought you were supposed to be
addressing
a genius,
addressing the jar. Do you understand common?
Why are you talking to the... Oh, it's looking at... Okay, I get what you're saying now.
Okay. I mean, as you trying to communicate with it, it kind of starts to like swirl around. It kind of even looks like it looks like a weird sea creature, kind of like something like some weird creature you find like at the deepest level of the ocean, kind of. Those things, you know, just look complete aliens to one. But it kind of like falls into itself. The eye gets covered up by the mass of whatever it is, and then kind of like takes a little while as it spins again, and then this time you see a portion of its body kind of like glide over it, and then you see a mouth and an eye appear, and you see that it's trying to say something. You see lips moving, human lips.
Says, I am Mun.
Oh, you see human lips trying to mouth something, but you don't hear anything, just bubbles.
I'm going to try to read its lips.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, but you see bubbles just fly out of its mouth, and it's looking at Yuzel, and it's looking up as it's mumbling stuff.
But it's mumbling?
Well, you can't hear anything. It's in a liquid, so it's just
That's
looking at you,
why I was about to do a linguistics roll to see if I could read its lips.
Yeah, so can I read lips?
Oh, I was trying to do that too. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what kind of check. I mean, what kind of roll you have to do for reading lips.
I figure it's linguistics.
No, like value of that check.
I have no clue.
I would say whatever your linguistics would be, and maybe like add 10 to it.
To decipher a sign language you don't know, it's DC 25, but this is reading lips, and we don't necessarily know the language that it's using. Does it even have a tongue?
You don't see a tongue.
That makes it harder. Also, this isn't actually a normal use for linguistics, I'm gonna point out.
No, I get you, but I guess it's a creative way to use it. I will say, you feel like he's speaking common. You can't really make out the word he's saying, but you kind of think he's saying something that starts with an O.
Okay. I can't get it. Oh, something.
It's suspended inside of liquid, right?
Yeah, it's in like the same jars that you've seen laying around. It's in that same thing.
Is there a way? Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I mean, since it's like it's in those jars, is there a way to release the liquid that's inside of that giant jar, or do I have to actually pour it out or something? Is there like some sort of mechanism to drain the liquid?
I mean, you could. I mean, all of these. Okay, so all of these jars are sealed.
Oh, they are? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, all of them are
That's
sealed.
what I was asking. Yeah, my guess is as good as yours. I mean, we could just pour the water out, but
that could also kill whatever's in here.
that's also true.
How is this thing even alive?
Do the notes have anything on what is directly inside of this jar?
Okay, both you and Anya, since you have somehow wrote the same number, basing off what you read in the notes, you actually recall something about number 61 in Laus's notes, and he marked it as a failed experiment. So you
no
know
shit,
that...
Sherlock.
So you know that what's in this jar is just a mass of someone's skin that is still alive.
This is some Cassandra from Doctor Who bullshit.
Moisturize me.
Nestle takes out the lotion bottle.
Oh no.
Okay. That also proves that this thing is not Mun.
I mean, that doesn't really prove that this thing isn't Mun. I could be Mun. You could be Mun. Anybody could be Mun at this point. Oh god, this is the asylum all over again.
Oh my god, just stop, son.
Sorry, I'm...
Assad, calm down.
Look, 3 different Muns almost killed me, okay?
Breathe.
Take that back.
You're just having some really bad...
2 almost killed you, 1 almost killed me.
You're just having some really bad luck with people that look like Mun today.
Oh my god.
And alchemists in general.
If I see Mun on the street, it's death on sight. Death on sight.
No.
Death on sight.
No.
This man almost killed me twice.
As this is happening,
No.
you see that the thing in this jar starts to move more. Like it's trying to get your attention. And you see it kind of like move and swim up. Like up, trying to like he's just like swimming up constantly, going in the circle, swimming up, kind of breaking the water a little bit, or the liquid that's in there, and then again he stops, and you see him he continue mouthing something. You just can't understand what it is, and he looks up again. He looks up.
I'm gonna open the jar.
Oh, it wants us to open the seal.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the jar.
What? Whoa, hold on. Whoa. Not so fast there, Anya.
Unless you are physically stopping her.
I can and am.
Aren't you like the worst person at sensing motives?
At least I can try and figure this thing out. I'm gonna sense motive on the creature.
You know what? That's actually a good
that
point.
This thing is a face hugger, and as soon as you open it, it's gonna jump on you.
Nestle reads this thing perfectly, or as best as we can.
I realize
massive
Anya
skin.
motioning to open the jar, and Zal just steps back.
Anya, do not open that jar. That thing might kill all of us.
Assad, you think as soon as the thing opens up, you're gonna go into combat. Everyone else is a little bit iffy, with Nestle's the only one being confident that he doesn't think this is hostile at all.
Listen, I just don't want it to borrow my skin to make morph itself.
Anya opens the jar.
Okay.
Open the jar.
Anyone's gonna stop her?
I'll stop her.
Listen, I want to see what happens.
Assad, the character, is going to try to stop her, but John, the player, is removing some of Assad's free will to allow her to do so.
Zal wants to see what happens. He just wants to make sure that what happens to everyone else first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're letting this happen then.
Yeah,
Seems like it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so as it sees you reaching for the lid, it kind of like settles at the bottom a little bit, and you see his eyes looking up, but he's not saying anything anymore, and his body just kind of now you know it's skin. The skin is just swirling around.
I'm sorry, but this
surrounding it.
reminds me of Morph from Treasure Planet.
I have a secret to tell you. I've never seen the movie.
Huh, you're missing out.
I'll watch it. I saw someone talking about it online. It's like, oh, maybe I'll give it a chance. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll do this. But okay. So yeah. So you're going up. You're cracking the seal. Unseal it, and it doesn't move at first. It just it sits at the bottom of the jar, and then as you kind of take a step back, it starts to swirl up again. You don't see the mouth or the face anymore. It's just one big mass, and then it floats all the way to the top, and you see part of it break the water, and you see a mouth pop out, and you see two eyes, and you hear, "Thank you. I thought you wouldn't come back. Thank you for returning. I ask, may you help me. Help me, please. I suffer. I don't want to live like this. Please, kill me. I'll tell you anything you want. If you want information, I have it. You're here for Mun, right? I'll tell you, but you must promise me, at the end of this, you'll end my life. Please."
Anya starts collecting formaldehyde and creating an extremely strong and potent acid.
Seems like a rough way to kill him.
We could just, stab it.
Where's your brain?
First of all, who were you?
Alive?
I was just a simple farmer. I was attacked out of nowhere, and then I was awoken here. I awoke being tied up on a table, having my skin peeled off. I was awake the whole time. I felt everything. I felt my own skin being torn off, and just as I thought death was going to greet me, I reawoke as a pile of what you see on the floor, as he dumped chemicals and liquid all over my body. I sat there as my skin burned, and then he threw me in here calling me a failure. I just want this to end.
Oh yeah, college was real rough on me too.
Fucking hell.
The fuck?
Do you,
That was me, not my character.
do you know how you are still... I mean, I'm not saying do you know how you're still alive, but, I have no idea how to kill you.
Anya's just, I have options.
I mean, we could just crush him. I mean, like, no offense, I'm not trying to scare you or anything. It's just that it feels like to me that, you know, using these scientific methods might be a little traumatizing, and you're one to know that you remember things after death, so...
Well, I do have to ask, is the fluid that's currently in that jar what's keeping you alive?
No, you wouldn't know. He had said he reawoke on the floor after being peeled. So, no, you would know that.
So he just got stuck in formaldehyde after that. Then.
Do you have any
Pretty
clue
much.
where Mun or a man known as Count Laus would be?
He kind of starts swimming back up. If I tell you what I know, will you end my life? He sinks back down.
If that's what you want.
We will end your life.
I don't know who Laos is, but a few weeks ago, I think actually it's been more than a month, I think, there was a man that came to visit Mun. He wore very fancy attire, a suit, just a coat, giant coat, furs. I don't know if this is who you speak of.
That's Laos.
That sounds like him.
I recognize that bitch anywhere.
They were talking about a book. A book, a very important book. The man, Laos, I'm guessing, said something and kind of sinks down for a minute and then comes back up. There's a book. They must get at a university or something. They were heading to Cathia, a city named Cathia. I know that for sure. This book was very important to them. They said they must plan carefully. This book is guarded by a keeper or something. I couldn't understand what they were talking about. It was all just nonsense to me. But Mun left with him. Mun headed to Cathia with Laos. That's where they were heading. Together. That's all I know. If you're looking for Mun, that is where he'll be. At university in Cathia.
Well,
we know he's in Cathia.
Is everyone else satisfied?
Are there any other questions before Anya starts toying away with her bullshit?
Hey, if you have a better idea, you can try it.
I mean, just crushing him would probably be much smoother sailing.
I could throw him at a wall with telekinesis.
Well, you gotta get it does 1 damage. If this thing has more than 1 health point, I'm going to be very disappointed.
This is a suggestion.
I just want to make sure we're done with the questions, right?
I think so. I think everyone is satisfied.
I just want to make sure before I move on.
Now,
because I don't want to say, "Oh, I moved on," and you didn't give me time to ask a question. We're good, right?
Where 4 sociopaths have to cleverly think of a way of murdering this thing and make it pretend like we don't like this.
Well, we have to figure out a way to make it quick, presumably, if we care about that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's...
To me, the thing though, Don, I know that you really want to get clever with killing this thing. The thing to me, personally, is that this thing has already suffered alchemical trauma. I don't want it to kill it the same way.
That's why I was thinking freeze it.
Okay, so, so it does one last thing. He swims back up and goes, I don't have any more to say. He said, that's all I truly know. He did mention other stuff, like they must get through the guards at the university. They said after that they were gonna find someone named Biting Lash. I don't know if that's a place or a person. They were heading somewhere, a city. I don't know where they were heading after that. I do know that they said that this wasn't going to be easy. It would take a long time to retrieve this book. I don't know what's so important about the book. I'm sorry, I can't tell you more about that. You might still be able to catch him, or catch Mun and Kathy. They said it was gonna be a hassle retrieving this book. Like I said, they mentioned that it's being guarded by a keeper. I don't know what that means. And they needed to earn trust. It's all confusing to me. I don't have the full story to give you a proper explanation. That's all I truly know. Is this enough for you?
You have helped immensely.
And then he kind of sinks down and then comes back up. It's like, then I just ask you to keep your end of the bargain. Mun has a very, very powerful toxin. And he kind of like, with his eye, he tries his best to gesture behind you. It's a blue liquid.
I look for it.
Just pour it in. And then if you go back there, you open up a cabinet and you see just one vial, and it's bright blue liquid. And he tells you to pour it in. And
on my way to him, I'm going to try to identify what it's made of.
I will tell you now, you would need hours, maybe even days, to figure out what this concoction is. It is something. Well,
here's the thing.
Very strong.
Here's the thing. Even if I just dump it into the jar, there will still be a drop or two left for me to analyze.
I need every last drop.
If you don't give him every last drop, he'll still retain some of his godhood, and then he'll beat up Hades.
You must do. It's a very small vial. It has to be the whole thing. So as you approach to do so, he swims back up, and he goes like, "Thank you for gifting me the sweet death I've desired for so long. I leave you with one more warning. Don't travel up. Stop here. Laos's friend is all that awaits you up there. I don't know what he is, who he is, but even Mun is terrified of him. I know you didn't go all the way up, so don't. If you care for your lives, leave. Find Mun and take care of your business. Just don't go up." And he slides back down, waiting for you to pour it in.
Pour it in?
And you see him kind of like, almost in amusement, in a joyful way, you start to see him swim around the liquid, kind of mixing it in. And then almost using his body as a spoon to mix it in. And then for a small instant, you see a smile come upon his face of just pure, utter happiness as the body just sinks to the bottom of the jar, motionless.
For once, I'm glad that someone forgot to clean up after their experiments.
Anya, if you ever make something like that, you're going to kill it as soon as you do that, right?
Of course.
So, would Laos's friend be the consuming one?
Consuming is a very,
Did we just come from upstairs?
Right, but presumably he means the invisible, ladder.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm honestly kind of curious as to what's up there, but yeah.
Can we?
We have no resources.
David.
Yeah.
Can we hit the save button here?
Quick save.
Quick save. Go upstairs.
Can we go upstairs and let that be the Patreon content?
Okay,
No.
let's go ahead and do that.
No,
you guys
I'm
have
good.
you guys have now respawned. By the way, when you die, you lose all your memories. So technically, yeah, we already did that. You lost your memories, and now we're respawning here.
Ah,
I like that. Okay, let's.
he just died
You're like the thing
instantly.
you want the game.
You start checking your arms. You have like 100 marks on your bodies on all the times you've already gone up there and died.
No more Doctor Who stuff. Doctor Who's already
Honestly,
traumatizing as it is.
if it was related to something a little less disturbing, I would probably still go up there.
But okay, as you're having this conversation, you do have that echoing voice of the female saying, "You must rid of it. Its tendrils are here. Rid of it."
Yeah, that's the other thing. But we also do not have the resources to do that right now.
Oh no, yeah. I totally understand. There is that aspect, but you do have to say, you do have to put that in your mindset of, if you're not going to do it now, are you going to do it? Because this is something that Mun is terrified of. And he's been messing with like some weird shit. I mean, he has an ego just hanging back there, and these are something that are both terrifying and not even much information is known about them. So whatever's up there has to be way more terrifying than that.
So since Mun's not here, and we've pretty much figured out everything that we need, I say that we burn the place to the ground.
I was going to suggest we rest and then... Or rest first.
Basement first.
Well, yes. In theory. If there's something there, I vote we run and then rest and come back and clear it.
I really don't want to find out what this thing is.
Zal, you can lock this place down, right? I'm just wondering.
How so?
You know, with the he puts his hands up, like fiddles them around. You know, with the rocks.
I think he's talking about that molding earth thing you did.
Oh, I am out of magic, basically. I can only cast real basic stuff right now. Things I have a knack for. And that's a pun, because the name for psychic cantrips is knacks.
A wizard that's used up all his spells and all his magics. I'm just a basic bitch now.
Well, let's get to the basement.
Let's check the next floor, of course, and all the way down.
Yeah. As we go down, we
can. That means that we can take this freaking map now. We
oh
have to carry
shit!
it with us.
I'm going to end up having to do a will save after I do my perception check. There's still one painting that's active.
That one.
Yeah. So this one and this one's are covered. This one is the only one that's not covered.
Oh, let me
the
get
one
that.
next to the staircase.
What? Can I just take it off since I've already been hit by it and just put it face down?
Yeah, we can tear it down or something. Yeah.
I have a strength of 6, so I'm worried it might fall on top of me. Anya already rolled.
I got hit by.
Well, that was perception.
Okay.
That was to search the room.
I guess you could, since you have failed it already. So at least you don't have to worry about the one on the left side or the one next to the staircase leading upstairs. Zal is gonna take care of the one that leads downstairs, and then for some reason this one didn't do anything. As I think Nestle approached it and it didn't do anything.
I remember Anya was dancing at the time.
Yeah.
Anya was also Andres at the time.
Okay, so you're walking over and removing the painting next to the staircase leading down, right?
I am helping Zal.
Yeah, we're gonna take this down. Nestle's gonna do most of the heavy lifting because I assume his strength is higher than 6.
I mean, again, yeah, it's not a super. Yeah, you'll be able to do it. It's not a super heavy painting or anything like that. But okay, so yeah, you take it down.
Hopefully, there's nothing behind these walls of stone that I've made.
You see a face appear from behind the painting. Kill me!
Ah, my dude, we just used the last vial.
Oh shit! You don't got another drop?
No.
Just one. Fuck. Okay. Sorry. I'll go back. Sorry to disturb you.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, Assad, I just realized, outside of knowing how to make squishy, I don't really mess with living stuff. I experiment with explosions.
I mean, that is messing with a living if you really get down to the nitty-gritty.
So, does a 17 find anything?
You find a lot of bucks. Way more bucks than you can handle.
After I've taken down the painting, I'll help.
Your nat 1 was better
God.
than my 5.
Oh, you gotta wait till book 5 before we start making Magic the Gathering references.
Anyone else?
I guess I'll help look, but as we know, Saul is not an observant person when it comes to real life.
I'm marginally better with a 15, but still not surpassing Nestle or Anya, so I have contributed nothing.
Zal with the lowest roll at 11.
Okay.
So lots of books.
Basically, for book-wise, oh wait. I let me go back to the other floor really quick. I did forget some stuff. Stuff you actually found. You found a masterwork alchemist lab. 12 vials of alchemical fire and alchemical acid, I guess. 6 elixirs of... I'll just give it to y'all. 6 elixirs of fire breath. 22 vials of alkaline flask. I don't know what that is.
Ooh. It's like acid flask, but not acid.
It's basic.
Yeah. It's your basic attack flask.
3 bottles of blade guard. I don't even know what that is.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
That is what you found on the lab floor.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to re-say all that.
Can you type it up, or you send it to us, or?
This is why you were so mad about us going up so quickly.
Not mad, just upset. Because you're like, we're running out of resource. If only if you were in a home of someone that makes things.
Wow, this is a very this is like getting past the first one of the first few caves in Pokemon, and then finding the Flash HM. Wait, you're saying that I could have done this whole time?
Okay. Oh god, imagine going through the entire cave without Flash.
For perception, for the perception checks in the in this room, I guess like his like study room, whatever. You do see we see a lot of mundane books in here, like random books you can find in any store or any bookstores in Galarian. Nothing super special. There are some books that do kind of stand out for you, Anya. Like maybe some you might be able to get a few couple of bucks. But throughout his whole library selections, you find enough, I guess, what you consider rare books or just very, very unique books that could probably fetch you a good 5,000 gold pieces to the right person. And again, it has to be to the right person, either another alchemist. Other than that, you might be able to get like a fourth of that just selling it normally. Again, you got to sell it to the right people. But yeah, other than that's all you get for bucks. Nestle, you do notice one thing that's kind of odd, and that is like all these paintings are nicely hung on the wall, except for the ones you just took off. This one's gone. But as you're looking around, one thing does catch your eyes, and that is that for some reason this painting down here is slanted. And you see, like, there's like a little bit of scratch marks on up against the wall.
Oh, hey, guys, there's something behind here.
Anya will come help him figure it out.
Let's take this down.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Or move it along the scratch marks.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you go to move the painting. Okay. So as you walk up to move the painting, because again, it's kind of like uneven. Like, yeah, like it's been moved before. As you go out to reach that, something catches your eyes within the painting itself. And you see that the painting itself is depicting a vast mountainous landscape. And there is huge mountains out in the background of this painting. None of these look like any cities that you are aware of or nothing like that. These are like purposely created just to depict whatever they're trying to depict. Same thing, as you look into this painting, you see a large mountain formations, but nothing that connects it to Galarian at all. There at the center, at the mid-ground of this portrait, you see that there is a cliff, and you see that there's a figure standing at the very point of this cliff, almost like if it's looking below into a cavern or something. And so the thing that catches you off guard is that as you go out to move the painting, is that you see that small figure turn to look at you. And then it starts approaching y'all very, very quickly. It kind of slows time around you as it starts approaching. And it starts to become clearer and clearer to you as a man in robes, pitch black robes, just swaying in the wind.
Is it bad that when you clarified that they were pitch black robes, I got a lot less stressed?
Yeah.
Were you scared that I was going to say yellow robes?
Yes.
I was afraid you were going to say tattered yellow robes.
Oh, that would have been amazing, wouldn't it?
As you get closer, the robes shift from black to yellow as if it were a blindy pen.
Oh, okay. God. Okay. I actually did not think I was going to get this off, and I'm so happy I did. I feel really bad.
We're about to die.
Well, shit.
Oh, is this oh no.
Give me a minute.
Let me check to make sure Gideon's calling in or not.
Okay, sorry, because I was not 100% sure if this was going to happen or not, so I sadly did not prepare the image. So I'm just gonna so it's not gonna be a perfect image, so I do apologize for that, but this is what best describes this thing. Okay, so as it starts walking up, you see that it's becoming a lot clearer to you. You see a figure in robes, and as it starts growing alongside as it approaches, so it becomes larger and larger, and it's moving at a weird speed where it's fast, but because you feel like the time around you is being affected by this painting. So in reality, outside, like an outside observer might see this figure approaching very slowly, but again, you're seeing this approach quickly, and as it does, you start to get a clearer image of this. Is that it's not just wearing robes. You see that these robes are tattered, in a sense. And I know what you're gonna say, they are tattered. It just they happen to be tattered. They're still not yellow. They're black robes, and you start to see that these robes are tattered, and what you thought were scraps of its robes hanging loosely are actually tendrils, just exploding out of the sleeves and from the bottom of these robes. And as it reaches the painting, the painting itself, as it reaches the front of this painting, it stares back at y'all with piercing red eyes. It starts to crawl out of the painting, and this is what everyone sees now, not just Nestle and Anya. You start to see it crawls out of the painting as its wings burst out first, and this is what you see crawl out.
Ah, Jesus, that's not where I wanted to look at.
What
God.
Whoa!
Oh, that's really big.
I'm seeing half of an Eldrazi.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
This is what y'all see burst out of the painting.
Son of a...
Okay, you know what
Fuck.
this is then. What is this?
Don't worry about it. We're gonna die.
I mean, we could describe it now, and then you tell us what it is next time. I mean, David described it pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Do you have an idea of what you think this is, Don?
Do you want to let the non-Lovecraft fans try to guess what this is?
I want to leave this one for the non-Lovecraft fans.
Okay, this is some sort of Eldrazi.
However, it does distinctly remind me of Wilbur Watley. It's not Wilbur Watley because Wilbur Watley doesn't have wings.
Yeah, I can't tell what this fucking thing is. It's like the lower half of an octopus and the upper half of a bat. That's the lamest.
And
way
the
of
middle half
describing
of a
it.
human.
Yeah, and also like
Its upper half is its upper back half
It's
is
the
bat,
torso-
lower
it's
half
the
is
tor-
octopus, middle human.
torso and head, human. Arms, bat. Legs, octopus. What's that mean?
Mood
though?
angry.
I kind of want to picture it, like, for those who have seen The Ring, I kind of want to picture it crawling out of the painting, like the creature in The Ring crawls out of the TV.
See, when you described this thing, I was imagining the lights flickering on and off.
but yeah, okay. This is where you'll be facing this flying humanoid octopus looking thing.
Monster. Uh-huh.
Yeah, close. Not Cthulhu yet though, but still something between that and human. But okay, so I think that's all we can do today. We'll be calling it. That's all you found, by the way. I mean, the painting does fall, and right behind the painting is a safe. So if you beat the monster, you can get access to the safe.
Is the safe gonna have scrolls of revive?
It doesn't matter. We got Alchemist Fire now. Anya's back in business. I think Alchemist Fire can be used as a weapon, right? Then Anya's back in business.
Feels like 1d6 damage, but yeah.